Welcome to my studio. I don't have a fancy studio, but I do have a studio I love. This is my wall. I've got all kinds of different papers, pattern papers. I have bins of my stencils. I also have bins of things that I can use for mark making, like graph paper, lined paper, old papers I have found. I've got some of my planner stuff up here. I've got some journals that I like to work on in here. I just love this space. I love that. And it's just things that I found between Michael's, and then this bottom shelf is just something that I found at a yard sale. When you come over here, I have a little bookshelf, which right now my little grandbaby has been over there, and so she's having fun looking at my books. This is just a shelf of some of my favorite idea books. I also have my Soul Road certification books over here, and then I have a basket of little journals that I am working on. And these are things that I'm just working on, and this really inspires me to come over here and pull a journal out and then just start working on it. This is my favorite picture of myself when I think I was 4 years old in that picture, and I've always kept that in my studio. This is one of the first canvases I ever made, ever. And I'm a writer, and that was the name of my blog back in the day, Words of Me, like back in 2009. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. This is just some of my artwork. It's also a class that I teach. This is something that I found at a yard sale, and I love it. I just have some of my tags up here. This was some art inspired by Fodder School with Megan. Love her work. Something that I created, one of my favorite little cards I made. Then I have these shelves. I like those. They're just bins that I bought at Walmart. My neighbor is mine. And I love these, and I have them, I've got like all my mixed media napkins that I use there. I've got my deli papers. I have just all kinds of different things. My Tim Holtz paper dolls are in there as well. I've got a whole big bin of those. If you come over here, this is something I bought at an auction. These have a lot of my stamps in them and just a lot of different things in them. This is a big basket of all of my foam stamps. I have so many foam stamps for my scrapbook days. This is some fabric. I actually have never worked with fabric before in my journals, but I'm going to start doing that. And I found these at a yard sale, so I only paid $1 per bundle. And I'm taking a class right now from Southern Gal Studios, and I'm going to be using fabric. I'm excited about that. Just some more of my artwork hanging up on the wall that I love. I also have several of these carts that you can buy at Michael's. My son bought me a gift certificate, and I bought one of them, the white one. I bought that one first, and then over here, I found that alongside the road. Somebody was going to get rid of it, which is crazy. In my baskets, this is my collage fodder that I have here. I use tags all the time, so I've got a bunch of tags. This is pretty much like my collage fodder tag. My images that I use a lot in my journals are there. And then over in this one, I've got I love these, my Stabilos. I've got all of my crayons, my Viva Wakely stuff. Here's some thread. I've been doing some more sewing in my journals. I've got my bookmaking kit here. I've got a big basket of stamps in here that I use a lot. And then over here I've got my Dilutions and my Distresses from Tim Holtz. Some paint, things like that. This then is I call it the heart of my studio, because this is where I create. And I decided just to leave it the way that I left it last night. I created last night until about 1 o'clock in the morning, and loved it. I keep some brushes here. I've got my OttLite, which if you don't have one, get one. I have just some things that I want to try. These are from Megan again. These are her stencils. I just keep kind of a hodgepodge of stuff there. This is a class that I offered online. I'm going to be offering it in my studio that I'm going to open here in my town. I've got my vision board up here. I'm a huge vision person, goal-oriented person. This is my vision board for 2022. Another canvas over there. Got my Mac computer. And then over here I just have some stuff. I've got some more tags. And this bundle here, I've got my Posca paint pens in here. I've just got kind of a hodgepodge of stuff in there. These are like what I write down notes with and things like that. Yeah. So this is my studio. It's not fancy, but I absolutely love it. I have a whole nother part that I'm working on that I'd like to actually add a couch and really make this whole place. This was my daughter's apartment for a while. This is upstairs in our home. And I'll be moving that desk out of here and that bed, those things over there. That shelf just needs major work, but I'm not worried about it right now. But so for right now, I just use this part. And there's my kitty. But I love it. It's mine, and it makes me happy.